Red Dead Redemption 2 is my favourite game of all time due to its amazing story and incredible attention to detail that no other game out there has come close to, in my opinion. However, Red Dead Redemption 2 Online is where my views change slightly. I've always thought that the story is the only aspect worth playing, as the online always felt like it was there to drain wallets and gain as much money as possible via the microtransactions, similar to GTA 5 Online. But playing it in 2024, what has changed? This video might surprise you. Let's dive straight into this. No future updates. So let's get the bad news out the way first. Rockstar stopped updates for Red Dead Redemption 2 Online a little while back, which massively pissed off the fans, mainly because they still to this day milk GTA 5 pissless and have still not brought out a single offline story mode DLC since GTA 4. And the one question that has been burning in my head for years is, where the hell is Red Dead Redemption 2 Undead Nightmare? It would make serious money, and the fans were desperate for it. Where in Christ is it? Just look at how amazing this mode would be. Who in the hell is asking for some shed of a car that probably costs 10 times your house in GTA Online instead of Undead Nightmare? I need to find out who it is so I can smash their knees into their bucky ass teeth. With all this in mind, Red Dead Redemption 2 Online has been neglected. Unfortunately, it doesn't feel anywhere near as detailed or expanded as GTA 5 Online. But from looking at the stats, it's very clear that the volume of in-game purchases are massively lower when compared to GTA 5, which does make sense, as let's be honest, Red Dead Redemption 2 definitely has a more mature and older audience in comparison, who are less likely to spunk hundreds of dollars on microtransactions, as it's less common for an 18-plus-year-old to have their parents' credit card attached to their account, unless they live in their mother's basement, chucking a piss with breath so bad it would kill your nan off again. It's no secret that GTA 5 definitely has more players that have squeakier voices than your mum's bed on a Saturday night.
Oh, thanks, Uncle Arthur. I drew you a picture. It's by your...
Thanks, kid.
With this in mind, is Red Dead Redemption 2 Online worth your time in 2024? Right, hold on. I need a word with you. You see this? It's shit. I need you to help me increase this by subscribing to my channel, and you'll never miss any of my brutally honest videos. Let's break it down. Missions. Despite Red Dead 2 Online being far less expanded when compared to GTA 5 Online, there is still a good amount of content and things to do. For example, you got bounties, a huge variety of collectibles, gang hideouts, stranger missions, delivering cargo, robbing cargo, and the list goes on and on. Unfortunately, some of the game modes such as Shoot Series seem to be as dead as a spunk on your curtains. At least in my experience, I struggle to find a match during a peak time on a bank holiday, where most nerds are sitting on their ass at home. Instead, I found myself enjoying the diverse amount of missions across the map, and I've always been a sucker for doing bounties, even though they do get repetitive after a while. It's safe to say, you won't be short of things to do in this game. Sadly, the dialogue-heavy missions are just really not enjoyable for me, and I just couldn't get into it, all because your character literally has no dialogue whatsoever like in GTA 5, which does make interactions so stale, as you're essentially controlling a lifeless, gormless bum with no personality. And also, how do these characters not get seriously pissed off when they talk to you, when they don't get a single damn peep from your dried up to shit mouth? Don't get me wrong, I totally understand why this choice was made. Rockstar don't want to get another voice actor in and record about 40 hours worth of lines.
I know. You're right. Just feels like we're on borrowed time. I mean, the O'Driscolls found us.
But it just really makes the cutscenes rather painful at times, especially when you have one of the best, if not the best story mode in a video game, but the online story is like this. It's so hard not to compare it. I found myself trying to skip the damn cutscenes and get to the action, but you can't even skip the damn things. With this aside, at least there is plenty to do, but is it truly worth grinding out hours and hours in the online mode? Gameplay. In terms of the gameplay mechanics, it's the best of the best. As I mentioned earlier, this is my favourite game of all time, so the way the game feels to play is on a whole different level when compared to releases now. Just look at this.
Ain't you a nice group? Nicely out your heads.
Why don't you
Okay.
just shut up?
All the in-game mechanics are exactly what you get in the incredible story mode. Where things do begin to differ is what rewards you get for completing missions when grinding this game. A lot of players out there, including myself, really hated how guns and shop items cost 10 times more in Red Dead Redemption 2 Online when compared to the story mode. But I do also understand why this is the case. If everything was priced exactly how it was in the story mode, the grind wouldn't be needed and in-game microtransactions would be almost pointless. So I did decide to load up some missions and try to slowly gain some cash so I can finally get some half-decent weapons. But then the all-important question would dawn on me. Why am I playing through these uninteresting missions with a mouse of a character just so I can afford some decent weapons when I already have everything you could want in the offline story mode with one of the best stories ever made?
Morning to you.
Morning, fella.
Ain't it beautiful today?
Fair enough, I suppose.
But you don't look so good in the daylight.
You
Here we
say
go.
that again.
Yes, I won't encounter the occasional online bellend strolling the map so I can twat a bullet through his head. But so what? When the offline story is so perfect, it just feels like they'd somehow need to match it or top it for it to be worth your time, which is incredibly difficult to do. Or maybe Red Dead just works better as an offline story game, rather than trying to copy the GTA 5 online formula. But to be honest, this is up for debate in the comments. The online experience. It's so important that we talk about this and how the online experience differs from GTA Online and how the free roam feels to play. Regardless of it being half of what you'd experience in the offline story mode, it still might be a better place to be when compared to GTA 5 Online.
There's a spot that's remote, but should still give them enough time to spot the oil wagon. They see...
As you'd expect, you won't be getting obliterated by some motherless twats in an oppressor, which is a massive result. And yeah, we just got killed by a griefer in about, I don't know, maybe about 2 seconds after getting out of the Rhino tank. And especially in 2024, the amount of trolls and griefers seem to have reduced. They still exist, but you won't experience the same level of cancer GTA 5 Online produces, with its dog toy squeaking 10-year-old, slowing you up shitless for no utter reason. To be honest, I actually do enjoy the free roam in Red Dead. It's cool not seeing where other players are on the map until you get close to them, and the gigantic map allows space between players so it never feels overcrowded. At times, it's easy to forget you're actually playing online, as you won't be encountering players as often as in GTA 5. It's much more relaxing, that's for sure. Looking at the most recent player counts, GTA 5 Online is a lot more active despite being the older game, which to be honest, will be the case anyway, as updates for that game still continue to this day, and are milked harder than a prosty's tits. But please don't let the low player count and the lack of updates put you off. The actual atmosphere and experience feels a lot more mature and far more realistic when compared to GTA 5 Online, which some people may prefer. But with all this being said, let's answer the all-important question. Is Red Dead Redemption 2 Online worth playing? Surprisingly, despite the low player counts, I actually don't think Red Dead Redemption 2 Online is bad. In fact, it's pretty damn good. To be fair, how can it be bad when it's using the same gameplay mechanics as the offline story, but with online players and a separate story mode? It's just a fact that the monstrous story overshadows the online in every aspect, and it's hard to find a reason why you'd spend 50 plus hours in Red Dead Redemption 2 Online over the story mode. Those out there who want to experience this incredible game with friends will enjoy the online mode, and the missions can be really fun to play, but the grind to purchase new horses, weapons and camp upgrades just doesn't seem worth your time when you have this legendary 50 plus hour story at your disposal. I would be interested to find out how many hours you reckon you've played in Red Dead Redemption 2 Online opposed to the offline story. I personally think I must have easily 300 plus hours across all platforms in Red Dead Redemption 2 offline story, opposed to maybe less than 10 in the online mode. But make sure you let me know in the comment section down below how many hours you think you've played in the story opposed to the online. And to find out whether the massive Starfield update has now made the game worth playing or not, make sure to click the card on screen. You don't want to miss this video, it's brutally honest as always, you gotta check it out. Thank you guys for watching and have a great rest of your day.